I want to share a little secret that nobody really knows about me. And it's because I don't feel like I'm the only one, and you might have a child suffering from this. So, since I was a little girl, I remember being a little girl, not understanding this world, and literally in the swamps of Louisiana, on our backyard, on the trampoline, crying up at this star. There was a star that I would say was my star because it was the brightest star. I loved it like a rainbow and it was beautiful. And I'd always cry saying, I want to go home. I don't fucking belong here. Take me back home. Fast forward 25 years later, as an adult, I realized this star is the star of Sirius, and it's the dog star, and it's known as the place where all the mermaids come from. And in fact, the Dogon tribe talk about how the original Earth mothers came from the star system of Sirius on their celestial arcs to breathe the fabric of DNA into existence. They use their word and they use their voice to create this reality. And it's so crazy because I've been singing my entire life. I've been swimming. Even as a baby, I was what you call a high maintenance baby. My mom and dad had to carry me and hold me all the time. The only time I was happy is if you put me in the water, like in the tub, and I would swim. So even as an adult, I am a vibrational music therapist. I do sound therapy, I sing, and I'm also obsessed with quartz crystals and piezoelectric energy and free wireless energy. And I've done so many meditations to tune into this and be like, okay, well, if I am from another star system and I do have this DNA within me, which makes sense because if you are Rh negative, that means you are void of the Reese's gene, which is void of the monkey gene. So bitch, if I'm not a monkey, then what am I? Right? So there are many star seeds among us. So if you have a child that they're creative, I am so creative, but don't ask me to sit there in a box and be like everyone else and conform to this BS society, because deep down we know that this is fake. We know that all of this was put around us and it's fake. So we are here, especially with artificial intelligence. Fake, again, fake, fake, fake. They're using synthetic quartz to create artificial intelligence, all fake. When there is an original intelligence here, there's an ancient intelligence here. Our entire planet ran off of water. Our entire planet, like the pyramids, those are hydroponic crystal-powered solar generators. They generated electric living water. And people are finding this out. So instead of forcing your kids to be something that they're not, learn from them. Learn from them. Ask them the truth about the planet and ask them how we are here to change this and usher in the age of Aquarius. Aquarius is literally the age of electric living water. And that's what I'm telling you. This is what the pyramids were. So every year, which in July, coming up, the Lionsgate portal, is when the sun and Sirius would align and reactivate the pyramids. And then the water would come up, rub against the piezoelectric energy, creating electric living water, and that would flow out. And that's really what made the Nile River flood and brought free wireless energy to our entire planet. They're also stargates. They're also portals. Like, there's so much that we have been cut off from. We have no idea. So I just want to say this to everyone because right now we're at the precipice. The old world, this false matrix that was placed around us by these beings, entities, I'm going to call them, the elites, the 1% that have all the money. Why do you think there's a pyramid on the dollar? Because they destroyed our original currency, which was the pyramids. It was the water. It was the flow. And instead they cut down trees, made a piece of paper and printed that. And now that's become our currency. And isn't it funny how they're literally taking all of our water and siphoning our water right now? And that's why we are experiencing global warming, because you can't cut off a source and expect it not to explode someday. So all of this global warming is not from the sun, it's from the internal pressure. And they're trying to block the sun because, God forbid, the solar sun power activate the pyramids and the water starts sprouting all over the planet. So that's what I'm praying for happens this year. Just like in the days of Noah, Genesis 7:11. Go back and read it. It says, on the same day when all the fountains of the great deep erupted. And then the portals to the heavens opened up and it rained. So basically the pyramids are like giant geysers, whatever, flowing water. And then that's how it flooded. So what's going to happen in this great reset? I'm just hoping that we return to crystal cities. That's why so many star seeds are here, because when the old world falls, we're going to usher in the ancient world that was left behind from our ancestors. We're going to reactivate the pyramids. We're going to restore the cathedrals, which also have holy water, right? That was our ancient sound healing centers. That's where the women sang and the men ushered people in and helped them. Like, you guys, that's why they want you to think the world is about to end, because their bullshit world is about to end and the real original earth is about to shine through. So that's why the divine feminine is rising, because Mother Earth is rising. We're no longer going to be raped and murdered and brutalized and bullied and, trafficked and all these terrible things. All of that is coming to the light. That is the revelations. That is the great revealing. That's what's really happening in the Bible, because the Antichrist is not anti-Jesus. It's not Antichrist. It's anti-Christal, crystal, the Christ, the Christos. It's the anti-crystal civilizations that had free wireless energy and, water was free flowing for everyone. This is the world that we get to return to. And if you're interested, let me know. Leave me a comment, because I don't know about you, but I am here to gather the tribe, gather the people, like where my Crystal City bitch is at. Let's go. Let's fucking go, because their time is over. And it's time for us to shine. So this is what all of this means. That's what's happening. So you get to choose. Do you want to get sucked up into the control in the AI world? Or do you want to help bring and restore and rebalance this planet? Because that's the real disclosure. The real disclosure is Earth is far greater than we've ever been told. And we get to restore it, replenish it, rebuild it, reactivate it. Let's go. So yeah, if you're actually interested in joining a webinar, because I've actually put a little presentation together that I've been debating on sharing or not, but if you're interested in seeing this beautiful presentation where I physically show you the pyramids and I physically show you what I'm talking about, and I literally put the pieces of this puzzle together, literally 20 years of my life, I've traveled the world trying to figure this fucking shit out. And I feel like I finally figured it out. And it's not just me. It's like the 100th monkey theory, right? We're all figuring out this stuff. We're like, oh my God, Lemuria, Tartaria, Crystal Cities, all of these cathedrals and these beautiful buildings, like the government buildings, all have crystal properties, all have resonance properties, all have free wireless energy properties. So if you're interested in a webinar and you think that that's something you want to see, let me know in the comments, because I might be hosting a webinar.